So can we just slow down?
And here we have Paris Saint-Germain against Borussia Dortmund. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
So the players and officials stand tall for the anthem. And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here. For now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Is it out of harm's way? Schüller. And it's Brandt. Aimed long and direct. It's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. In again. Heads it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Yeah, and he probably didn't get the cleanest of contacts there either. You know, I think he went for too much power with his header. Well, I think the early signs have been very good for them. They've already got that defence unsettled, and now they've got to back it up.
Torreira. Hakimi. Torreira. Marco Asensio. Plays it out to the flank. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Goes for the cross. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Skriniar. Brandt. Skriniar. Marco Asensio, lofted into the middle.
Ambitious to say the least. He seemed to be in a hurry to get that in.
Chan. Sabitzer. With a long pass out wide. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. They've managed to get it away. Sabitzer. Benzibani. Well read, he sorted that out. Good clearance and very necessary. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Benzibani pumps it upfield. Mbappe, Marco Asensio, Benzibani positions himself well and cuts it out. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Yeah, I think the problem there was that the pass was telegraphed, an easy read for the defence.
Schüller cuts it out. A chance! Chan pumps it forwards. Ball's out on the left now. Hit into the middle. Good delivery, no joy.
Borussia Dortmund had players queuing in the box in that situation, and they've still got nothing to show for it. What a complete and utter waste. It's been such a positive start. I think the next step has to involve tucking one away.
Marquinhos. Borussia Dortmund applying all the early pressure.
Well, it's been a very purposeful start. I can add powerful too. They've set about their task with terrific energy.
Marco Asensio. Benzibani. Decent progress down the left. Now the pass. Cuts it back. He's there to get rid. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Torreira. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Tries a through ball. Ferreira puts his foot on the gas. Nicely controlled. Ferreira delivers. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Hakimi passes it through. He's had a shot! That was mighty close. Chan. Marlon. It is deadlocked. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? It's gone out for a throw-in. Royce. He's tried one!
Well, when the keeper lost control of that, usually a striker would react first, so that defender deserves praise.
Marquinhos.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Marco Asensio. Mbappe. Torreira. Hakimi. Ramos. He's made sure that that won't get through. No question, that's a foul. Marlon. And it's Royce. Now the cross. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Royce. Ramos does well to read it and intercepts. Marquinhos. Asensio plays it out to the wing. Dembele. Wonderful quick feet. Chan, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Out to the left it goes. Looks to slip it through. Good defending, he knew he had to stop it right there. Firmly met, and it's Chan. And now the finish! And he's there to hoof it away. Chan. Promising cross. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Tries a through ball. Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick. Mbappe plays it out to the wing. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Chan. Hernandez can hoist it clear. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Out to the left it goes. Ferreira. Marquinhos. Hernandez. Hakimi. Plays it out to the wing. Oh, it's Marco Asensio. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Dembele, Mbappe. Oh, good interception. It's a good-looking cross. That intervention was very necessary. Ramos.
Well, what was required then was a little more patience. He didn't have to cross it so early.
Benzibani looks to thread it through.
That was just asking too much of his teammates by playing it in so early.
Now the pass. Royce gets into some space. No, that's not going to find its target. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. It's Dembele. Dembele. Chan. Marlon. Plays it over to the other flank. Royce. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Leap! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Marco Asensio. And it's Mbappe. Brandt, with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Marlon. Royce. Ball swung in. Borussia Dortmund claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Has a hit! That is wayward. boom forward. Marlon. Brandt battling down that right flank. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Dembele, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
And the through ball is intercepted. Decent ball. Too long and over the line. Hakimi. Torreira. Borussia Dortmund are trailing here with the first half almost done. And it's Ramos. Ball's gone out of play. Cut out in the nick of time. Marlon tries the route one option. Torreira tries lifting it over. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
Played it short. Ferreira delivers. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Danger averted for now. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering. Take back again.
Benzibani boots it upfield. Marlon with the ball through. Defence has got rid of that. Marlon. Brandt. Sabitzer. Benzibani. Royce. Early ball. Caught offside that time.
Yeah, fractional, but fractional is enough. He was off.
Torreira. Chan. Sabitzer. Marlon. Needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
Clears it out of harm's way. Good idea, just poorly executed. Dashing forward at pace. Now the pass. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Marco Asensio looks to slip it through. Lovely bit of skill. He'll have a dip! He can get that clear. Chan knocks it towards the front. Looks to dink one in. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy.
Hernandez.
Marco Asensio. And he's made certain that won't get through.
Dembele.
Could try cutting inside here. Big chance! It'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Marlon. Royce. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. The defence can get it clear. Ferreira.
And it's Ramos.
Oh, good ball. Mbappe.
Schüller.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Schüller.
Marlon, already of course on the score sheet. Royce.
Sabitzer.
Royce.
Schüller. Chan.
Played out to the right. Decent ball.
Ambitious to say the least. He seems to be in a hurry to get that in.
He's made sure that that won't get through.
Royce.
Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Hummels does well there, alert. Fired in from distance. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. No, that's not the ball he wanted.
Sabitzer. Chan.
Marlon. Hit long and direct. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Managed to get it away. Danger averted for now. Chan. And that is going out for a goal kick. Marco Asensio. Ferreira. Ramos. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Chan passes it through.
Well, he rushed into that and didn't give anyone a chance to get on the end of it.
And it's Mbappe. Looks like a good ball through. He's picked him out. Away from immediate danger.
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out that danger area. I think something very special was going to be needed.
Floats one over. Marlon battles to win it back.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refused to allow a turn.
Chance! That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
Done very well to intervene. Spreads it wide. He acknowledges that he...
Brandt.
concedes a free kick for that. Asensio. Marquinhos tries to get it forward quickly. It's a loose ball.
Schüller.
Marlon.
Sabitzer.
And it's Mbappe. Brings it forward. Deftly done. Brandt! And he's cut it out. And out to safety. Mats Hummels. Royce plays it out to the wing. It's come loose. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team.
Hoisted towards the area. Paris Saint-Germain have a poor touch to thank for getting away with it.
Well, those are the kind of mishaps that all players experience through their careers. A mistake when you least wanted it, and it's just very annoying.
Hakimi.
It's the route one option.
Sabitzer.
Forward it goes. Good defending, he knew he had to stop it right there. Donnarumma gets it upfield. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Out to the left it goes. Royce. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Marco Asensio. Well, try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. And it's Brandt. Torreira. Mbappe. And he's there to hoof it away. Torreira. It's a good-looking cross. Has a swing at it!
Mbappe can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they can keep him facing in that direction, then the only thing he can do really is to just lay the ball off, and he's not really going to cause much trouble if he continues doing that. So I think they're defending him very, very well.
Royce going full steam ahead down the left flank. It's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm.
Benzibani.
Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance.
Marquinhos.
Plays it out to the wing. Tries a through ball. Skriniar plays a clever pass. Aimed long and direct. And it's Chan. Lovely feet. Played it early. Have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Out wide to the right. Now the cross. And the header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Borussia Dortmund didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Sabitzer. Chan. Schüller. Sabitzer.
His defence, I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Chan with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Asensio.
Tries lifting it over. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, that was a lovely little dink over the top just to get the runner in on the keeper, and what a pity he just couldn't produce a goal from that.
Aimed long and direct. Ball swung in. No, that's not going to find its target.
Well, he rushed into that and didn't give anyone a chance to get on the end of it.
Ramos, chipped through. Done very well to intervene. Danger averted for now. Pins it out wide. Aimed in towards the centre. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Ramos absolutely focused then on... He certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Ball forward, what does he try from here? Oh, good interception. Chan. Marlon. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Lofted into the middle, and he's there to cut it out.
Now, that was just asking too much of his teammates by playing it in so early.
That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Hakimi.
Ramos floats one over.
Mbappe.
Looking to get on the end of this. Keeps everyone guessing. Marlon can hoist it clear. Get a throw in. Torreira. Mbappe. Mats Hummels. Schüller. And it's Brandt.
Well, what was required then was a little more patience. He didn't have to cross it so early.
Dembele. Mbappe. It's a loose ball. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. It's Mbappe. Looks like a good ball through. Dembele cuts it back. Gets up to head it! Harmlessly behind.
Marquinhos.
Gets it back. Ramos battles to win it back.
Benzibani.
Ramos displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Royce.
Hakimi.
Pumps it upfield.
Sabitzer.
Royce. Clears it out of harm's way. Now the cross.
Well, he rushed into that and didn't give anyone a chance to get on the end of it.
Dembele. Pumps it forwards.
Marco Asensio.
It's a brilliant interception. And he's there to hoof it away. Aim forward. Who's going to make this theirs?
Asensio.
He does have an assist to his name. And it's Mbappe.
Hakimi.
15 minutes till half-time. Marlon. Forward it goes. Looks to slip it through. Keeper's got good distance on that. Skriniar. Torreira.
Hernandez.
Marco Asensio.
Hakimi.
Chan. A real chance to break.
Hakimi.
And it's Ramos.
Hakimi.
Play for a throw.
Mbappe.
Chan plays it into the channel. Marco Asensio. And it's Mbappe. Chan. And it's Mbappe. Marco Asensio. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Marlon. Who's going to make this theirs? Looks like a good ball through. There's no flag! Get that clear. Here comes another cross. Belts it on the volley! He was well picked out, just needed a better finish.
Well, if only the calibre of the finish was as high as the calibre of the supply. I mean, that was a beautifully played cross and really should have seen something better on the end of it.
Mbappe.
And it's Brandt. Skriniar gets it back. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Promising cross.
Ambitious to say the least. He seemed to be in a hurry to get that in.
He's gone for it! Torreira. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Clearance and very necessary. Played it again.
That was just asking too much of his teammates by playing it in so early.
Royce. Dembele. And it's Mbappe. Mbappe tries to stroke it through. It's gone out for a throw-in. Torreira. Mbappe! Mbappe! That really should have hit the net.
Right in front of goal like that and he's gone and missed it. I won't have to tell him that's not good enough.
It's a long forward pass. That'll be a throw-in. Skriniar. Marquinhos. Skriniar. Mbappe. Who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Brandt. Benzibani. Marlon plays it out to the wing. Spoon forward. Torreira. Going full steam down the flank. Sabitzer. Does well there. Alert. Marlon. Benzibani. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Royce battles to win it back. Torreira. Brandt. Brandt tries a through ball. Well read, he sorted that out. And the defence can get it clear. And it's Ramos. Ramos, full tilt down the right-hand side. Marco Asensio! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, and that was all about the through ball. Great control, and the weight was perfect. Well, I think the early signs have been very good for them. They've already got that defence unsettled, and now they've got to back it up.
Schüller. Marlon. Borussia Dortmund have a free kick. They've managed to get it away. Dembele.
Hakimi.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Ramos. Royce. Now the pass. There's no flag. It's a good-looking cross. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Dembele. Marlon. Dinks one in. It's a long forward pass. Looks to slip it through. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Royce tries a long pass towards the front. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Decent ball. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Marlon. It looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Benzibani. Oh, he's found him in space. Promising cross. Marco Asensio. Borussia Dortmund putting their opponents under a lot of pressure in the early stages. Skriniar looking to get on the end of this. Chan. Benzibani. Aimed long and direct. Royce.
Mbappe. Hakimi.
Pops it towards the front. Marlon. Chan. Marlon. Passes it through. Brandt. Lovely feet. Brandt has been caught there, it's a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. It's a loose ball. Clears it out of harm's way. And it's Brandt. Brandt! He's got away with one there. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Royce. Decent progress down the left. Good idea, just poorly executed. Donnarumma gets it upfield. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Looks like a good ball through. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Referee's given a throw. Ferreira looking up to see who wants it. Marco Asensio. Mbappe. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Played out to the wing. Brandt collects the ball from behind. Dembele pumps it upfield. Mbappe with the ball through. Marco Asensio puts it into the middle. He's there to get rid. Shoots! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Up to head it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, the keeper was helpless then. He knew he wasn't getting to it, so for a second or two he must have been praying it was off target, and he got lucky, very lucky.
Benzibani. Mats Hummels. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Chip through. Skriniar. Tries a through ball. And out to safety. Brandt. Thrust towards the front line. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Dembele floats one over. Mbappe drills one in. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Brandt. Throw it. Hit into the middle, in for a header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Borussia Dortmund had players queuing in the box in that situation, and they've still got nothing to show for it. What a complete and utter waste.
Marlon. Chan. Marco Asensio. Mbappe! It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Played out to the wing. Brandt collects the ball from behind. Dembele pumps it upfield. Mbappe with the ball through. Marco Asensio. Puts it into the middle. He's there to get rid. Shoots! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Up to head it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, the keeper was helpless then. He knew he wasn't getting to it, so for a second or two he must have been praying it was off target, and he got lucky, very lucky.
Benzibani. Mats Hummels. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Chip through. Skriniar. Tries a through ball. And out to safety. Brandt. Thrust towards the front line. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Dembele floats one over. Mbappe drills one in. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Brandt. Throw it. Hit into the middle. In for a header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Borussia Dortmund had players queuing in the box in that situation, and they've still got nothing to show for it. What a complete and utter waste.
Marlon. Chan. 0-0 still, chances at a premium. Precious little attacking threat. Brandt's cross. And that's been repelled. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. They've scored!
Unbelievable.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Look, volleys can be worked on and improvements can be made, but in the moment it takes timing and balance to catch the perfect spot on the ball to produce brilliance like that. That is absolutely magnificent.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Marco Asensio. Out to the left it goes.
Brandt.
With good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Swung in. It's well blocked, and back out it comes.
Ambitious to say the least. He seemed to be in a hurry to get that in.
I think that's a goal kick. Yes, the referee concurs.
Hakimi.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Well, he simply failed to just put a little more oomph behind that.
Now the pass. He's pinged one through here. Mbappe! Loose ball, who's going to get that? Royce displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Harmlessly behind. Who's going to make this theirs?
Dembele.
No way through there. And it's Chan. Good clearance now. Can they make something of it? Royce. Looks to slip it through. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Royce. Ball's loose, who's getting there? That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. That's not the cross he had in mind. Ferreira. They got the only goal to make it 1-0. Mbappe passes it through. Borussia Dortmund get it back again. Done very well to intervene. And it's Mbappe. Dembele with the foul. Mats Hummels. Hoisted towards the area. Good save, really well read. Defence has got rid of that. Lofted into the middle. Tries a header! He was well picked out, just needed a better finish.
Well, if only the calibre of the finish was as high as the calibre of the supply. I mean, that was a beautifully played cross, and it really should have seen something better on the end of it.
Looks like a good ball through. Benzibani gets it away. Chance! Marco Asensio. Always going to be the keepers. Royce. Borussia Dortmund are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. Here's the delivery. Away from immediate danger. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Marquinhos gets it away. Marlon tries lifting it over. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Yeah, I think the problem there was that the pass was telegraphed. An easy read for the defence.
Benzibani gathers from the goal kick. Royce tries to stroke it through, and he's there to make a great save.
Oh, he made that look really easy, Peter, but I can assure you that wasn't a routine save. He had to be very switched on there.
And that should be the keepers. Skriniar. Asensio, Skriniar, Benzibani, spoon forward, Chan, plays it out to the wing, needless to say he was expecting a better ball than that. Brandt, Marlon, Royce, Benzibani, fired in from distance.
That was just asking too much of his teammates by playing it in so early.
Aimed long and direct. Ferreira. Marco Asensio. Ferreira. Sabitzer comes sliding in. Marco Asensio. Skriniar. It's Dembele. Played it early. It's come loose. Looking for a decent ball in. And back out it comes. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking.
Here we go again. Borussia Dortmund carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Hernandez. Ramos. Nicely controlled.
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out that danger area. I think something very special was going to be needed.
Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, glorious footwork! Corner it is. He's gone for it! That really should have hit the net.
Well, that's understandable because they haven't found it easy against this defence. And shooting from that sort of range, it's not the answer. They've come out of the dressing room firing on all cylinders now. We could be in for quite a second half here.
Hummels tries to get it forward quickly. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. And it's Mbappe. Marlon. Out to the left it goes. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Marco Asensio. Hoists it high. Benzibani gets into the right position to intercept. He's got the ball glued to his feet. And the cutback. And it's been taken short. Forward it goes. And he's on his way! Great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Asensio.
Plays it out to the wing. Timely intervention. Looking to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, they haven't had that many shooting opportunities against this defence, but along with some patience now, they need to find a bit more invention and craft.
Looks to slip it through. Brandt! Played into the middle. And the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, that's an illustration of how good they are on the break. I mean, all the pace and power needed to go at it with real vigour then.
Ferreira.
Hakimi.
Marco Asensio. Mbappe. Tries a through ball.
Hakimi.
Looking to get on the end of this. Shapes the shoots. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Marlon trying to get there. He's gone for it. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Played it short. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Hakimi.
Ferreira.
Skriniar.
The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Marco Asensio. It's a goal! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
Asensio.
Versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Chan. It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. And the defence can get it clear. That's a half-decent try.
Well, he has a bit of a reputation from that sort of range, Peter, and he can half-smack one.
Hakimi.
Marco Asensio.
Skriniar.
With the ball through.
Brandt.
Chan.
Hakimi.
Positions himself well and cuts it out. Marco Asensio. And it's Mbappe. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Ramos gets it back. Now it's Royce. Benzibani. Whose ball? Who's going to get that? Swept in. Keeper's ball. It's a long forward pass.
Dembele.
Battles to win it back.
Mbappe.
Puts his foot on the gas. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Brandt.
Looks to slip it through. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. That'll be a throw-in.
Dembele. Dembele.
Is the guilty party there?
Brandt.
Gets it back.
Skriniar.
Marquinhos.
Marco Asensio.
Torreira. And it's Dembele. Now the pass. The defence can get it clear.
Brandt.
Does well to read it and intercepts. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Royce. Sabitzer. Chan. Ball swung in.
Well, what was required then was a little more patience. He didn't have to cross it so early.
Skriniar. Marco Asensio. Hakimi.
Ramos. Mbappe. Torreira.
Royce.
Tries a long pass towards the front. Real chance to break. Here's the delivery. Good clearance now. Can they make something of it? Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball.
Mbappe.
Tries to stroke it through. Here's a corner. Good chance. Mats Hummels gets it away. Driving on, he could shoot here. Oh, great save, real class.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Surely.
Skriniar.
Paris Saint-Germain have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Sabitzer demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten.
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out that danger area. I think something very special was going to be needed.
Tries to dink it in. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And the finish! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Asensio.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Marlon. Chan passes it through. Hits one! Oh, that probably deserved better.
Borussia Dortmund had players queuing in the box in that situation, and they've still got nothing to show for it. What a complete and utter waste.
Skriniar.
Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Asensio.
Torreira. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Paris Saint-Germain have plenty in the middle.
They've planned to defend the aerial route and will do so with numbers.
Pumps it upfield.
Benzibani.
Marlon is now the subject of some adhesive marking.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Aimed long and direct. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. And it's Mbappe. Looks like a good ball through. Dembele is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Asensio cuts it out. Hakimi.
Torreira. Ramos. Mbappe looks to slip it through.
Hakimi.
Collects the ball from behind. All driven towards the far post. Away from immediate danger.
Asensio.
Ferreira with the ball through. Hummels gets good distance on it.
Skriniar.
Schuller battles to win it back. Now the pass.
Royce.
Has it out wide and in space. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Torreira.
Hakimi.
Chan. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. How about it? And he's there to make a great save.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Muffed it into the middle. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Good clearance and very necessary. In for a header! Oh, the ball's come loose! It's gone a long way up and away. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
In again. Ramos tries lifting it over. Got to throw in. That has put a stop to that. And it's Mbappe. Aimed in towards the centre. Goes for goal! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Well, how close can you get? That must have been a matter of inches.
Spoon forward.
Benzibani. Royce.
Goes on a charge down the left. Decent ball.
That was just asking too much of his teammates by playing it in so early.
Who's going to make this theirs? Ramos. Oh, good interception.
Benzibani.
And it's Royce. Throw in.
Benzibani.
Crosses one in.
Dembele.
With good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
A chance! Oh, he's got the ball glued to his feet.
Benzibani.
Can hoist it clear. Forward. What does he try from here?
Well, what was required then was a little more patience. He didn't have to cross it so early.
Skriniar. Dembele. Mbappe.
Hubbles tries to get it forward quickly. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Tries a through ball. There's no flag. Now the pass. Yep, it's a corner.
Hernandez. Skriniar.
Pumps it upfield. Hubbles hurtles into the tackle. I have to say, that wasn't... Ramos absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Mbappe.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Let down by a lack of accuracy.
Brandt.
Marlon looks to slip it through. And shoots! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, as they say, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate, but from that range, accuracy and power are the key ingredients. That's what's needed now.
He was well picked out, just needed a better finish.
Well, by crushing the ball so quickly, I think this defence just can't get set to deal with it. I think deserved a better outcome than what we saw, but worth exploring more.
Looks like a good ball through. Marquinhos gets it away. Fired in from distance. Had too much on it.
Hakimi,
Ferreira.
Skriniar,
Ferreira.
Skriniar, Dembele,
Ferreira. Marlon gets it back. Royce goes long and forward. And it's Mbappe. Oh, they can break here. Chance! Mbappe! Oh, he's showing a distinct lack of urgency.
Well, look, that's what happens when you're caught in two minds. You just don't know what you're doing.
It so nearly came off for him.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
Sabitzer. Brandt. Goes long. Can he put it away? Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
Sabitzer gets his foot in there.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Benzibani battles to win it back. Promising cross. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Has gone out. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Mbappe is the guilty party there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Mats Hummels. Marlon plays it out to the wing.
Well, he rushed into that and didn't give anyone a chance to get on the end of it. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
And it's Royce. Chip through. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Oh, that was marginal. I'd say very marginal.
Hakimi,
Ferreira.
We've got to see a real determination and purpose now if this deficit is to be recovered. No holding back and being patient about this challenge. It's time to roll the sleeves up and go for it.
It's a long forward pass. Marlon. Out wide to the right. Royce. Plays a clever pass. Crosses into the box. What a save! Terrific reactions! Deftly done. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Brandt,
Looks to slip it through.
Mbappe,
It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Brandt,
Chan. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all. Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Mats Hummels. Out to the left it goes.
Royce.
Looking to get on the end of this. That'll be a corner. Keeper sees it all the way.
Asensio. Skriniar. Dembele.
Set up one goal so far.
Hakimi.
Herrera.
Hernandez.
Gets it back.
Confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Fired in from distance. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Ramos. Tries to get it forward quickly. Wonderful quick feet. Managed to get it away. Referee's given a throw. Ferreira tries to switch the play. Chance! Just off target.
Well, how close can you get? That must have been a matter of inches.
He put on quite a show there.
He's been a joy to watch, and that didn't miss by much. He'll be back.
Schuller pumps it upfield. Brandt on a strong run down the right. Chance! Danger averted for now. Thrust towards the front line.
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
Yeah, it's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched.
Where to from here?
Brandt.
With a good steal, well played. Tries a through ball.
Marco Asensio.
And it's Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Passes it through. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next?
Brandt.
With the ball through. Ferreira cuts it out. Chan gets it back. Benzibani tries a long pass towards the front.
Royce.
Goes through the middle, and he's there to make a great save.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
And the keeper's in command. Herrera.
Mbappe.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. With a delicate ball. It's anyone's ball! And out to safety. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, the precision wasn't quite in keeping with the quality of the strike, but there was lots of power behind it.
Good clearance and very necessary. Tries a through ball.
Dembele.
He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Gets it upfield. Ramos gets into the right position to intercept. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Ferreira.
Paris Saint-Germain have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Schüller. And it's Brandt. It's a good-looking cross.
Well, he rushed into that and didn't give anyone a chance to get on the end of it.
Marquinhos. It's a forceful run down the right, but he's short of options now. Lofted into the middle. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Paris Saint-Germain didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that. And I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Hakimi tries the route one option. Brandt, who has made his impact already. Now the cross. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
He may have been caught offside, but that's his game. He plays on the shoulder of the last defender and hopes to time it right, Peter.
It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Skriniar. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now the pass. And he's made certain that won't get through. Shade too heavy. Keeper could pick that up. Mbappe brings it forward. Looks like a good ball through. Can he find a finish now? It's come loose. Marco Asensio. Defending, albeit from an Chan. Shots on. Tries one. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Skriniar. Dembele. With a long pass. Keeper's ball. Benzibani. And it's Royce. Aimed long and direct. Herrera. Ramos. Sabitzer. Benzibani. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Hummels goes long and forward. Played it early. Should have equalised.
Yeah, as chances go, that was as good as it gets, and it could well have got them back on level terms.
Tries a through ball. Defence has got rid of that. Chan crosses one in. And the lead stays intact, just. Marco Asensio. Dembele. Hoists it high. It's got through to him. Chance! Royce. Mats Hummels. Chan. Mats Hummels. Good idea, just poorly executed. Donnarumma gets it upfield. Chan boots it upfield. Tries to dink it in. Dembele, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Who's going to make this theirs? Now the pass. And back out it comes. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Royce. Are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's difficult to see them overturning this considering they've been shut out for so long.
Hakimi.
Ramos.
Mbappe.
Marlon gets it back. Chan goes long and forward. Benzibani needed to come up with a better ball.
Well, he simply failed to just put a little more oomph behind that.
Marlon battles to win it back. Chan passes it through.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Marlon. Needed a better pass there. Marco Asensio. Torreira. Plays a clever pass. Chan. Spoon forward. And it's Mbappe. Lobs it in gently. Mbappe! Royce. Marlon. Who's going to make this theirs? Dembele displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Marco Asensio. Dembele crosses in a low one. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Marlon. Benzibani crosses it to the box. Marco Asensio. And out to safety. That'll be a throw. Torreira.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Torreira. it's Chan. Brandt pumps it into the area. He's dealt with that well. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Donnarumma catches it safely. Dembele.
Mbappe.
Out wide to the right. Brandt. Not easily shrugged off the ball. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Chan passes it square. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Yeah, they had lots of options in the box there. They've got plenty to chew on at the moment, but no bite.
He put on quite a show there.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
Hakimi.
An equaliser that's put the cat amongst the pigeons now, and the fact that it's arrived early in this second half makes for an intriguing watch to come. They'll be very annoyed with themselves for that.
Royce gets it back. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
And it's Mbappe. Dembele.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Royce. Herrera. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
Well played, he saw that coming. Benzibani pumps it forwards. There will be a throw-in. Now the cross. That's surely a foul, free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Royce! Ball's loose, who's getting there? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Loose ball. Here comes another cross. He's tried one! Dembele. That's not going to make it. Skriniar with the ball through. Marco Asensio. Royce. Sabitzer pumps it upfield. Pushes it out wide. Now the pass. Asensio, who has made his impact already. Schuller hoops it upfield. Schuller positions himself well and cuts it out. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. And he's cut it out. Royce. Is it out of harm's way? Sabitzer. Mbappe is fouled. Herrera. It's a good run down the left-hand side. That's good intervention. Things could have got far worse than that. Ferreira Demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Skriniar tries the route one option. And he's made certain that won't get through. Mbappe spreads it wide. And the flag has stayed down. Keeper's ball. Chan, played out to the right. Can he put it away? Worth a try, but not this time.
Well, the contact was absolutely perfect for me, but the direction was pretty ugly, and that really was a back to the training ground moment.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination, and hard to contain.
Plays it out to the flank. And it's Ramos. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Royce passes it through. Is it in? No, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, he was right in front of goal, and he probably should have scored, to be fair.
Well positioned to make that interception. Sabitzer with a long pass out wide. Ramos battles to win it back. In with a header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Oh, they really wanted that. There's so many players in the box. Everyone's committed to attack now.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
Comes under pressure, and it's come loose. Lobs it in gently. Defence has got rid of that. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. Sabitzer. Benzibani. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Decent ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Goalkeeper's ball. Herrera. Battling down that right flank. Schuller tries to get it forward quickly. It's a good-looking cross, and he's there to cut it out.
Well, what was required then was a little more patience. He didn't have to cross it so early.
Dinks one in. Managed to get it away. Keeps everyone guessing. No, that's not going to find its target. And the volley. Donnarumma palms it away. Chan plays it short. A chance to play it in. Whipped in. Firmly met. Ramos absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Asensio. Fired in from distance. And that's been repelled. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Marlon. It's come loose. In comes the corner. And out to safety. Clears it out of harm's way. Schüller. Mats Hummels. He certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. They've managed to get it away. Good. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Benzibani. Aimed forward. Promising cross. Shot at goal! Oh, great save. Real class.
Oh, much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
It so nearly came off for him.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Marlon was long and forward. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it.
Mbappe.
Played out to the wing, cut out in the nick of time. And it's Mbappe. Hummels does well to read it and intercepts. Looks to slip it through. Needed a better pass there. Ramos. Out to the left it goes.
Dembele.
Fires it in low. Ramos gets his foot in there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Marlon. And back to base. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh. Ramos gets his foot in there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Marlon. And back to base. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And it's Mbappe. Tries a through ball. Now can he finish? It's come back out! There it is! And look who gets the final say!
And it's no accident when this kind of thing happens. Top players are elevated to such a level because they have the will to keep going and the composure to produce vital goals. Take that.
He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Paris Saint-Germain complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Ramos. Torreira.
Mbappe.
Thrust towards the front line. And that will be the final act. Borussia Dortmund are stunned. They controlled it, they led, but somehow they lost. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found for you and our safe and sound. And we just slow down for you and our safe and we were on the run, rocking around the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us. In front of us. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found for you and our safe and sound. Can we just slow down? And we just slow waste another day. Eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and feel that you mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, it's not like we need them.